Hello? 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 Hello, everyone. It's been a minute. It's been like a week, almost a week and a half, week and a half, week and a half, something like that. It's me. I've returned. Hello. I'm very skittish right now. I was so excited to stream when I got back, and then as soon as I hit the start stream, the big old start stream button, I got a little nervous. I got a little angsty. Am I really doing this? I'm really doing this. You might, for those of you who don't know me, I am not a talker. And now I have things to talk about, and I don't know how to talk about things in a talking way. We have 2.5 hours to kill. With specifically talking. This might be the scariest stream I've ever done. For me! 'Cause I don't know how to talk! Talking is awkward. I don't. Okay, let me get back up to a proper spot. Hello, everyone. We're back. We're back from TwitchCon. It was... Oh, TwitchCon was something, all right. How's everyone doing? How are you doing, Gray? You enjoying your day? Hopefully your day isn't, well, what day is it? It's Tuesday today. Hopefully it's not too bad. I made it home. It only took an extra, like, I don't know, 12 hours more than I was expecting, but we made it home somehow or another. Oh, I don't think I've ever had as many issues with plane flights as I had on this particular trip. It was brutal. Oh, I'm going to assume your day's going pretty. Congratulations, Gray. You might be the first person I have ever seen to use one of our emotes. Kudos to you. Wait, I do have something for you. Yay, congratulations. I wanted to set up a confetti poppers and like special things on stream. We'll get into that later. Obvious to say, I didn't do it. I'm sorry. I didn't come prepared. I didn't come prepared. Oh goodness, TwitchCon. So I'm not a con goer, right? I'm really not a con goer. Every time I've gone to a con, it feels just really bad for no reason but my own. I'm an introvert. I'll say it first for though. Well, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious I'm an introvert at this point. But like, I don't like. Well, do I like people? No, I don't really like people. I really don't like people. If ever I need to take pictures of something, I try to make sure there's absolutely 0 people in the way. People are destructive. People are annoying. I do not like people. But I also don't like being alone. And so I usually try to do my best to socialize. And usually I get peer pressured into a lot of various things. What was the first con I ever went into? I'm trying to remember. Back in my day, there was a time when I went to an anime convention. I was so excited because I watched all the anime back in the day. And I dressed up, I put together a cosplay, and I cosplayed Kirito from Sword Art Online. Oh, and what a wondrous day it was, as the costume proceeded to melt off of my body and, like, melt to the floor. I also got more insults than I did compliments from that cosplay, because people were already, I'm pretty sure, pretty pissed at us Sword Art Online for just the terrible protagonist. And they're not wrong. The protagonist of Sword Art Online was not good, but like, I liked the world. I really did. Hello, Lemon. Welcome. Good to see you. Like, so that was already like, okay, I went to a convention, I dressed up, and let alone compliments, all I got was insulted. I was devastated. I never went to another anime convention again. And then I was invited to like go to, what was it? Wait, what was it? It was some sort of PAX event, but it was a PAX based around board games. And I didn't have board game like knowledge. I don't play board games. I mean, I don't go outside. Where would I even get a board game? Who would I play with? But I was invited to that like a while ago, and I tried it, and I don't think I've ever. Oh, PAX Unplugged. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, it was a PAX Unplugged. I've never felt more like a fifth wheel than I had at that point in time.
Because I was like, oh yeah, we're going with our friend group. Let's go. I'm like, okay, sure. Maybe I'll enjoy it if I go with more friends than just a shared interest. I was like, okay, so just liking anime wasn't enough. Scratch that. What if I try going to a convention with friends? I felt like such a fifth wheel. Because the friends I went with was not one, not two, but 3 couples. And then it was me. And so it didn't matter who I ended up going around with. They were always together with their significant other and everyone in their own directions. It was so awkward, especially like I don't feel like I should be part of this. I feel like I should go my own way. I feel like I'm intruding. I don't like board games. Why am I here? That was a horrible time. Nothing happened. There was no drama or anything. It was just like feelings of like, am I supposed to be here? I don't feel like I should be here. I feel like I'm ruining the experience for you guys by being here. So I'm just going to, I'll just be in the corner somewhere over there. Don't worry about it. It's probably okay. It's fine. Yeah, that was the time. And then after much deliberation, probably about a month of thinking about it, to be perfectly honest, 3 a.m. brain had an idea that, you know what? Let's try PAX. Not PAX, sorry, TwitchCon. Let's try TwitchCon. Oh, maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe I don't want to go alone again. Oh, but it's like, it's for streaming. How bad could it be? But like, oh, do I really want to try going without friend? And anyways, 3 a.m. brain decided, you know what? Heck it. And so I bought everything. Tickets, plane tickets, everything at like 3 a.m. And then I was committed because everything was non-refundable. So I was like, I guess I'm going. Hey, let's prepare as best we can. And so that brings us to, well, okay, before we get to day 1 of TwitchCon, let's go back to day 0. Day 0, where we actually flew in. It looked like a storm of troubles. Oh, it was definitely a lot of some things. None of them had particularly impacted me specifically, but like, that's because I'm a dumbass. I'll get to that later, but like, it definitely affected a lot of the VTuber community negatively. Just streamers in general, I think, affected pretty negatively for multiple reasons. But day 0, starting with day 0, I was nervous. I double checked. I had everything. I got toiletries. I got like stuff. I made sure I was going to look dapper as hell. Cause like, I don't know. I'm not exactly great when it comes to self-confidence, right? So like, I wanted to make sure I was prepared. I got these gorgeous locks all like hair cutted and like styled up. I brought a bunch of stuff. I even bought a hair dryer. I don't know why I bought a hair dryer, but I have a hair dryer now. Because I was told it helps with styling hair. I was like, okay, perfect. I'm gonna look amazing. I'm not gonna feel like significant to everyone else, and it's gonna be great. Anyways, I forgot stuff. I forgot stuff. To start off the entire process, I may have forgotten that in the United States of oh so glorious America, they changed a couple regulations, right? Real ID. I realized a week before the con I needed a real ID. Oh, no worries. I have a passport I used last year. We'll be fine. It's not a big deal. I don't have to worry about my passport expired 2 years ago. That's not gonna fly. And that was an entire ordeal in itself. I tried to scramble to get a real ID. I had to book an appointment with the DMV. Like, I don't like a DMV not even nearby me. It was like an hour and a half away because everything else was booked straight till the end of November. I was surprised, first of all, but like, it was bad. It was really, really bad. Oh, and I can't drive. Well, I can drive. I just shouldn't drive because my eyes do not. Yeah. Even everyone knows the woes of the DMV. And honestly, my issues weren't particularly bad. Like, other than the fact it was an hour and a half away, I got there, it was packed, whatever. But I guess a system DMV has nowadays is you could do an appointment and it'll get you, well, somewhat close to your time of appointment. I think my appointment was at like noon and they ended up taking me around like 10 past noon. So honestly, not that bad. They were busy. There was a lot of people there. I got to hear a lot of upset people like, oh, Ethan
waiting for 30 minutes. Why aren't we getting in? Well, you should have made an appointment. I'm not listening to you. Why aren't I getting my turn?
There was a lot of angry feelings going around, as you would expect. I mean, it's the DMV. No one's happy about the DMV. Not even the workers there looked like they were happy to be the DMV. Although I'm sure they're happy to be paid. I should get a job at some point. Anyways, I got to the counter. I didn't know what I would need, so I literally brought everything. I brought expired passport. I brought my ID, my state ID, the state ID before that, the state ID before that one. I brought letters to prove location. I brought so much stuff. They turned me away. I got there, hour and a half drive, waited for like 20 minutes, and they turned me away. Excuse me, sir, you're gonna need a birth certificate. What was that sound? Was that Discord? It was Discord. I'm gonna go ahead and mute Discord for a second. Oh no, I've been gone for so long I don't remember my shortcuts. Nope, wasn't that one. This one. Nope, wasn't that one. I'm just gonna mute you for 2 hours. That'll be fine. I got there. They basically just turned me saying, you need either a non-expired passport or you need a birth certificate. I did not have a birth certificate. Of all the things I had, that was the one I didn't have. I did not have a birth certificate. I mean, I have one somewhere. I don't exactly know where. Because, like, I don't know how everyone's families are normally. I don't know how people's families normally function, but, like, my family is very... I don't want to say possessive. That's not quite right. They're kind of like hoarders, would be the better way to phrase it. Like, things are nice and all, they're tidy, and then as soon as you open like one rung closet, you come into like 50 years of like collectibles all stashed up in a closet. And so I called my family like, hey, where do you guys happen to have a birth certificate? And they said they didn't have it. I was like, oh, great, okay. So apparently what I actually needed for this, and this is all going on with the person at the DMV counter is staring at me like, are you done yet? Can we move on? I'm like, give me a second. And so I tried everything, but long story short, they turned me away. Apparently you need a proof of international travel to travel domestically. Who would have thought? I'll be more prepared for next time, I suppose. But like, now I was worried, like, am I even gonna make it to the con? Am I even gonna make it to the con? I spent a week wondering like, hey, am I just out of all the money and investment I put into this? Am I going to be okay? I don't actually know, because one source tells me one thing, but the actual people, when I called them, I called the airport security just to double check. I'm like, oh, it's fine, just come. I'm like, but your website says it's not. It doesn't matter what the website says. I'm like, oh, okay. I ended up going to the airport. When did I get there? I don't know. I feel like I left very early in the morning. Went there, and they told me to get there like an extra 3 hours or an extra 3 hours early, just in case. You know what? Fine. I'll do the extra 3 hours early. And I got there. Oh, I see your passport's expired by like 3 years. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Oh, well, do you have any other forms of ID? Yes, sir. Here, I have this ID. I have this. Oh, just one ID is enough. You can go ahead. What? Just go ahead. I thought I had to fill out paperwork so you could prove oh, that's not my job. Go ahead. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just talking about the very start of our TwitchCon experience journey. We're not going to be playing games this stream, more than likely. My goal is to chat for 2.5 hours, and then we're going to go support one of our friends' debutathons and join them with Marvel Rivals. Hello, Chris! And hello, Productions. I don't remember if I said your name out loud. Welcome. Good to have you both. So yeah, this is just gonna be a chatting stream, more than likely. Probably. So yeah, they let me through security. It took all of about an extra 10 seconds. You're so sorry. Oh, you don't know the half of it. I mean, honestly, you probably know more than I did when I was actually there. Maybe not. I had my phone stuck to my face for the bulk of it. But it was an experience. It was definitely an experience. So anyway, they let me through the gate. It took me 10 extra seconds. I got to my flight like 3.5 hours early, so I just kind of like stared at the ceiling for a while. Flight was fine. Well, flight was annoying. It wasn't bad, it was just annoying. Had to take a 1-hour flight to a different airport, take another 2-hour flight to a different airport, and then another hour flight to a different airport, and then eventually somehow or whether we ended up at TwitchCon. Yay, amazing! Stubbing your toe in the middle of the night. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me, Gray. I don't know if you were just saying that to be cheeky or if like you actually knew. That was something that happened. I could not sleep the night before TwitchCon, and I was just like, well, I guess I'll just do a little bit of, I'll just get some water or something. And so as I was going down the stairs, I fell down the stairs and I hurt my foot. I completely forgot that. I think it was the day I was starting to travel to TwitchCon. I was like, well, this sucks. I forgot about that. Man, everything hurts after TwitchCon. Like every bit of my body hurts. I forgot what was injured during TwitchCon and what was injured beforehand. That's you being cheeky, honestly fair. I don't even know if cheeky is the right word. I'm gonna be honest. I just like cheeky because it's a funny word. But yeah, so I forgot about that. At like 3 a.m. in the morning, I fell down the stairs because apparently I missed the bottom step. Oopsies. This is why Roombas like me needed feet. And this is why we got our human model. So I can go downstairs. Apparently not well though. I definitely went down the stairs, just maybe head first. It wasn't too bad though, honestly. Like it was just a little bit of a bruised ankle, and then like I got a really bad cramp in my arm because I landed like it was playing Twister. But other than that, it wasn't terrible much of an injury. Just be glad you're not sick. Your body temperature's been clearly out of control. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Productions. I hope you're doing okay, at least on the up and up. Make sure to drink plenty of water. Maybe if you're dehydrated, sugar water. Is it salt water or sugar water? It's something along those lines. But I wish you the best, buddy. I wish you the best. But yeah, we eventually got through the fight. Got to TwitchCon the day before. And I started trying to see like, hey, I'm here now. What do I do now? I tried scrolling through Twitter. Pretty much every 5 minutes, like, hey, has anyone said anything? Does anyone want to meet up? Has anyone said anything? Has anyone said anything? Has anything said anything? Nothing came up. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just be on my own the first day. And that's what happened. For 4 hours, I pretty much just picked up a laptop, played a little bit of like Genshin, and then that was day 0 concluded. The travel to TwitchCon. And then there was day 1. And then there was day 1. Do I have dramatic music? Yes. Day... Ow, my ears! Oh, why is that so loud? Oh, I've been messing with tech stuff. Apparently I broke some things. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, day 1. Woke up, wasn't able to sleep. Go figure. And I don't know what time was opening. It was opening at like 9 a.m. I think. Understanding TwitchCon donating a bunch of money in front of Iron Mouse so they wouldn't mind her throwing out all the gifts. Okay, so that's a different. We'll get to that. Don't worry. We'll definitely get to that at least a little bit. They definitely did. At least they did donate $100,000 to charity. For their opening ceremony, they did announce that straight to Iron Mouse's face, which is cool. Good on Twitch for that, at least at the very least. What was it? 9 a.m. was the opening. I got there at 8 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. And the line was so dang long. I thought it was ready too. Like I was like, hey, okay, I'm great. I got a bunch of business cards packed away. I have a very small backpack with a laptop in case I wanted to like take notes, like a little gremlin in the back corner. I had water, a bunch of charging cables, and that honestly, that was pretty much it. And I'm standing there in the heat. There was no shade. It was very hot down in San Diego. I mean, it wasn't that hot. Maybe it was like 70 or 80. It wasn't that hot, but like I melt above 70 degrees. So like it was hot for me. All right. Oh, after waiting this line for an hour, they say, hey, your bag's too big. I'm like, what do you mean my bag's too big? Apparently they have a size restriction of 12 inches by 12 inches for bags. My bag was 8 inches by 13. And just because of that 1 extra inch, they wouldn't let me put my bag. So I had to go out of the line to another section of the line to check in a bag with all of my stuff and then eventually get back into line. Oh, by the time I actually got in, I was melted. My feet were already sore because I think I had been on my feet for like 2 hours by that point. Oh, and for any of you who aren't like socially active, like standing for hours at a time when you like, I already knew my feet were going to be in pain. I didn't think they were going to be in pain before I even got inside the con. It was brutal. Oh, but eventually we got inside the con. We waited for like another hour for their actual opening ceremony, where they did like a big thing with music, etc, etc, etc. They donated money to the, I don't remember what the specific charity was, immunodeficiency, I think. And they announced a couple extra Twitch features they were going to be doing. Neato, great. I went from panel to panel. I did a lot of panels on day one. I did panels about like, hey, how do you make stream more exciting? What do you do to increase discoverability? Hey, let's talk about tools and 4K resolution. It was honestly very informative. And then I got back to my hotel room that night and I realized I hadn't talked to a single person. Day one was as much of a loner as I could have been. I did things that seemed interesting. I guess it was still me getting my bearings for cons. Like I said, I don't go to cons. I don't know what you're supposed to do at cons. So I just went to everything that seemed like, hey, this could be of benefit to me, which was just panel after panel after panel. So that was cool, I guess. Yeah. Cool life stuff and guess. Yeah, and then we did not meet a single person on day one. I still had every single one of my business cards. I don't even know if I saw another VTuber. That funny thing about VTubers when it comes, that's why I was gonna call myself an idiot. One of the things Twitch staff did for all of the like VTubers who were actually trying to hide they were VTubers, a lot of them wore like wigs, a lot of them wore like face masks. Some of them even covered up the names on their tags. Like that's fairly normal if you're trying to be like inconspicuous about it. I didn't, because I forgot. And so I was able to get through easily. Apparently Twitch staff was making VTubers remove their masks, to go through security and their wigs and like a bunch of other stuff. And I don't know what that was about. Like, did they expect there like someone to be hiding like a grenade within their face masks? Were they expecting like a Glock in there? Like, I don't know why they did that. I have zero idea. I didn't even notice it until I saw like a bunch of people complaining. But that was a thing that happened. VTubers, once again, very much not having a great time. Not having a great time at all. But that was day one. I kept to myself. I was incredibly lonely, and then that concluded day one. We learned stuff about streaming. Yay! I don't like that clap. Can I get a bit more excited? Yay! We learned stuff. We were lonely, guys. We did it. Okay, settle down now. I don't want the claps anymore. That's what Chibi Doki was saying. What happened briefly was the silver lining, losing all pride. Yeah, like that. It was just weird. It was really, really weird. I don't know why. I really don't. Oh goodness. And then there was day two. I don't know if the. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already heard about what happened to Emiru, whatever that female streamer's name is. I don't know if that was on day one or day two, to be perfectly honest. But that's a situation itself. I'm not gonna go into it. I know the details. I know there's other people. Well, I don't know the details. I know my understanding of details, but I'm sure there's other places that can talk about that a lot more thoroughly than I can. Emiru herself as well. She put out, I think, a couple videos about it. I'm not sure. Day two came. I was tired of being alone already. I'd been alone for 2 days on this trip without chat, without like a computer, a functional computer. It was I was ready to start meeting some people. I really was. And so I had one goal on day two. Salted at the meeting group she didn't even want to do in the first place. Yeah, something about them being in her contract. There was a lot of stuff like about that, how like how people didn't know how the fan was able to get through multiple barriers, how her bodyguard wasn't allowed at the con because at a previous con he pushed a aggressive fan away, or no, he held the aggressive fan until the cops came, and that apparently Twitch banned him or something. Like there was a lot of stuff that was just not great, for sure. And I do think to an extent incidents are inevitable when it comes to stuff like this, but when it especially happens to like one of your top platform people, that's not good. That's not good. I don't want to say it's inevitable because it's really like, but it definitely could have been like a lot of the situations I've heard about happening at TwitchCon were definitely preventable. They were definitely 100% preventable. At least she's okay. It seemed like they tried something, they didn't, and nothing ended up happening. I mean, I would not be surprised. And then she did like not a stream. She had an event afterwards. She pushed herself through. Good on her, girl. Like, Jesus. I don't know how she did it. She's stronger than I'll ever be, but like, she definitely has a right to be super pissed. Ugh. Yes. Day 2. I was determined to start meeting some people. I wanted to meet more VTubers. I wanted to meet, I don't know, someone, anyone. And so I looked, as I do. For those of you who actually follow my Twitter, you'll probably notice I had like an increased activity of like 100,000%. That's because I was very nervous and I didn't know what to do. And then those times I picked up my phone, which was most of the time. It was actually so bad that our phone case exploded. The phone itself is fine. It got a little too hot and heated. It exploded. Oopsie tee. I need to get a new phone case at some point. I keep distracting. Day 2, I wanted to meet people. I still went to a couple panels, but I did see on Twitter, who was it? I think it was Vivi Chan the Dragon, said that they were hosting an unofficial VTuber meetup outside the con, just right outside. I was like, okay, this is gonna be great. I'll go there, I'll meet a couple VTubers, I'll just spread a couple business cards, get in and out real lickety fast, like easy. It was not easy. It was not easy. Oh no, it wasn't so much the heat of the phone that was the issue. It was the heat of me constantly taking it in and out of pockets. That was like the heat of friction that made the phone case like shred itself to pieces and like just disintegrate. It's not used to being held that much and going through that much strain. Akashi says it's not like a specific, like, it's not really, it's kind of a rubber casing. It's more of a fabric casing. Because I thought it was pretty. And the fabric itself tore up the shreds. But the VTuber meetup happened. I think it was, I don't know what time it was. It happened. I went there. I kind of just shut down when I got there. I was expecting a group of people. Like, I was expecting a group of people, fine. What I wasn't expecting was maybe like what seemed like 200 to 300 people standing around, and like 50 people in maid dresses, and just like a bunch of people scattered around. So many people. And I was just like, I don't even know what, they were all spread into different groups already chatting and everything. I'm like, I don't know, should I insert myself in these groups? Do I try to find people? Like, I ended up was like, okay, oh, Twitch is gonna run ads for the next 90 seconds. Sorry for the interrupt. Yeah, okay, thanks Twitch. I guess there's nothing I can do about that. Oh, but like, it was, like, for those of you who don't know, I'll backtrack a little bit, but like, my vision ain't particularly too hot. Like, it's, I don't want to call my vision a self-inflicted injury, but it is an injury inflicted due to the circumstances of a previous work environment that caused my vision to no longer be particularly great. But basically the sum of my vision is whenever I say things, they're pretty much always doubled. Like, full clarity, but doubled. It's kind of like being cross-eyed. The comedic timing of Twitch is gonna, yeah, no worries. Hey, at least I now know when ads are happening. That was a thing I think I turned on right before we left for our little break. I know you can't hear me, productions, but just know you're here with us in spirit, somehow or another. Oh, but my vision is not very good. So when I get into crowds, I'm already not particularly great with crowds, but because of my vision, crowds are doubled. So they're even bigger, and it's really, 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 really hard to focus on what you're looking at. It's really hard to see what you're looking at. I wonder if I could do an example. I feel like any example I do would take too much time to set up. Okay, I'm not gonna give the example about my eyes. Maybe another day. You can hear just fine. Just turn the volume for YouTube stream and say, oh, you know what? Clever. You do that a couple times. I do realize that. That is one way to go about it. But yeah, so like my solution to trying to navigate the crowds, I wasn't able to, like, there were some people posting, oh my God, this is my fit for the day. Come and find me. And like, oh my God, this is my badge. You should come up and say hello. I'm like, I can't see badges because of the fact that my eyes are so trash. And I can't see clothing because everything is doubled and I can't even tell what's straight in front of me. It's like, so all I saw was a bunch of block of colors, and like instead of 200 people or 300, however many people there, I'm just gonna say 200. It ended up looking like 400. I'm just like, I don't know where to go. And so I tried really hard, like, okay, who's someone who is super distinct with a block of color? Oh yeah, I think, what was her name? Vivi-chan. She has very bright blue hair on. I can find her in a crowd probably incredibly easily. Let me just look around through her in this crowd of like hundreds of people in this small little like park area. I walked around for 45 minutes. I did not see her. And so even though probably 90% of the crowd was VTubers, I could not pick out exactly who was a VTuber. And I really didn't feel like I should just go up to people like, hey, are you here for the VTuber meetup? I felt like that was a weird thing to do, and so I just wandered around and I didn't end up talking to anyone. You need an eye operation? My eyes are a little bit of an interesting case, to be perfectly honest. Like, I don't even know how to explain. I say this every single time, but because it's like, my eyes are weird. It was caused by destruction of too many 3D movies. And not to scare you guys, it's because I did 3D movies for like, I don't know, like 12 hours a day for a couple years straight. So like, it's not a normal issue to have, but working with that much, 3D with like specific 3D glasses and 3D like monitors and things like that. Apparently the way my eyes function is, I'll have to make an example of this later. But long story short, it's just the fact that my eyes they can't stay focused for particularly long. And so they'll start looking at something and then they'll slowly drift so things get a little bit cross. I think. I don't know if my eyes actually look like they're getting crossed. As far as I'm aware, they're not. But that's kind of like if you were to slowly cross your eyes, blink, reset, and then slowly cross your eyes again. That's kind of what my vision does. Apparently surgery can't fix it. And apparently the only other alternative is a very special pair of glasses that if I wear for too long, my vision actually deteriorates. So I'm kind of just stuck with it. But yeah, I couldn't find anyone on that day. I tried to find people, it didn't work. And then I ended up going back inside the con a little bit dejected because I spent 45 minutes looking for people I don't know who I was even looking for. Because it's just like, do you really, isn't that kind of creepy? Just like, hey, I saw your outfit on Twitter. I came to say hi. I'm also VTuber. Good to meet. That sounds so creepy to me. That's like, at least to me, that sounds incredibly stalkerish. Like, I don't know. That just seems really weird and uncomfortable. I know that's like, I don't think it, I mean, if that was the intended, I feel like that was the intended, when people say, hey, this is my outfit, come and find me. That's what they wanted from people. They wanted to be recognized. But like, I have my own sort of, I don't know what to call it, my own sense of justice, my own sense of morals or what, but like, that was even just going up to a stranger and just saying, hi, can I ask you a question? That feels bad to me. Which I guess apparently puts me like in a completely different league from a lot of the IRL streamers. because a lot of the Arrow streamers were apparently causing a lot of a fuss. None of them with me, luckily. I don't think I ran into a single IRL streamer who caused issues, but apparently they were very obnoxious. A weary little green leak thing around your neck. What I'm going to do for the next con, if I go to another con, mind you, I don't think I'm going to go to another con unless I actually have like friends to meet up. I don't want to go to a con alone. Never again am I going to a con, well, unless I forget, but unless that happens, I think what I'm going to do next time is I'm going to, yeah, I think the green necklace is a good idea. Match the V2 model a little bit more. I'll think about putting stickers on a badge or something that'll stand out at least a little bit more. But if I'm gonna go that out of the way to show, hey, look at me, I'm a VTuber, I'm definitely gonna actually wear a mask and a hat. Well, I don't know about hats. I don't like hats. I do like hats, but I don't like hats. How do you guys feel about hats? I feel like hats are, I like them, but every time I wear them, I get insulted for wearing hats. It was always my cheesy way of, or cheeky way of like, I don't want to deal with bed hair, so let's just put a hat on. And then I wore a hat every single day. And I never learned how hair works. Oh. But yeah, so I didn't have particular luck fighting VTubers. I was able to, for the next day, I did end up, who was it? One of our friends on Twitter, Yuva, put out a message to, actually responding to one of my tweets saying like, hey, oh my God, someone please find this Roomba. They are a mess. And I did end up, someone ended up responding to that saying, hey, let's hang out a little bit. And I was honestly thrilled. I don't know if they know how thrilled I was, but I was just happy to not be going around alone like a headless chicken. At least I was. Oh, well, thank you for the hydrate. I'm glad to see that this didn't work. I did make a change with the hydrate so that something would happen. Apparently that something did not happen. Well, I'll have to figure that. Yes, I put a cooldown on it. There was a reason for it. What was supposed to happen with that redeem? What was supposed to happen for that redeem? 1 per stream. Oh, that's not right. Let me double check that one. It's supposed to be a 1 minute cool. Oh, let me fix that. Banana VT, thank you for the follow. Good to have you. Okay, no, I will fix that. I will fix that 100%. What was supposed to happen? Oh, I was trying to put a cooldown of 1 per minute, and I ended up having 1 in every category, which meant 1 per stream. Okay, cooldown removed. I will actually try it myself, assuming I remember how to find the Twitch window, because I have way too many windows up right now. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, where is my stream? Where is my stream? Can I get to my stream? How do I get to my stream? Back to channel. Stream manager. Ha! Found it. Okay, let's try. I got kicked out of my stream manager. Okay, I'm going to try this again, and it is going to work. Yes? It didn't work. But okay, I'll do it manually because this is embarrassing for something I took so long to set up. Well, anyways, it was supposed to be something like, wait, did it not work? Bruh! Anyways, see, like, your spray fine, oh, hi, oh, the humanity, make it stop. Something like that was supposed to happen. I'll look into that, why that didn't happen. I don't know why I'm so bad at everything, man. It's not my fault. I thought I had it ready and prepared. And I guess I didn't. I'll look into that, which means everything else doesn't work that I had set up too, which is exciting. Hold on, surely this one works. This one I put special care into making sure it works. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and disable those so no one else wastes their money. My apologies. I will fix stuff when stuff decides to be fixed. I'm trying, man. Oh, technology is not my friend. But yeah, long story short, where was I? You invite her into mask miter. You know what? I'll put the mask on for now. I'll put the mask on for 5 minutes so I feel a little bit less silly. It was supposed to happen automatically, but it didn't happen. Yeah. Attach yourself. Amazing. It didn't work. It did. Stop it. It's fine. You know what? It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm used to it. I did not turn into the masked rider. I did not turn into the masked rider. I didn't even turn into a masked Roomba. I barely even turned into a Roomba. You see this? I put these out with my own 2 hands. Got it. Got him. Got tie. Got tea. Got toy. I don't know what that word means. I've never seen the Masked Rider series. Oh, okay. Go back to story time before I fool myself a little bit more. We ended up meeting with an actual VTuber. And we did hang around the convention and go around and do a couple things. They really want to go to the haunted house. They really want to go to the haunted house. And you guys already know, man, I don't do horror. Horror is scary and terrifying. Oh, but I couldn't just say no. I finally found a friend after 2 days of searching. I didn't just want to say, sorry, I don't do horror. I'm going to go do my own thing. So I was a little bit peer pressured into just, okay, we're going. Yeah, they had 2 haunted houses. One of them was for Ominamushi, on some sort of samurai game, and the other was for Resident Evil Requiem. We went to the haunted house for Resident Evil Requiem. Spent, I think it was like 45 minutes to an hour in line. Met a couple other cool people, and then we went to the haunted house, which wasn't really a haunted house. It was more of an escape room that just happened to be a remodeled bathroom. Where it's just like, hey, you're trying to find 4 glow-in-the-dark numbers on walls while we have a person just screaming at you behind a wall. Honestly, fine. It could have been scarier. Doesn't mean I didn't have nightmares about it. But I definitely did not come out in one piece. I remember it was like, hey, great, you found the numbers, now get out. And we're like, what? Turn around. The dude came out from the other side of the wall, started chasing us, and I just screamed, just bloody murder. It was, it was so bad. Oh, I felt so bad for the other people we were with. But after that, I needed to lie down and recover, so I said goodbye to our VTuber friend, and the rest of the group that we did the haunted house with, because they were just, I think it was like parties of 6? Parties of 6 sounds about right. And that was day 2. By the end of day 2, we had given out maybe 3 business cards. we had made, I think, 80 business cards, and they were such, it's not like they were bad quality business cards, but I had already butchered the business cards to begin with, so I wanted to get rid of them so I could do a fresh batch for the next time we end up doing anything. I wanted to get rid of them. So day 3 was the day I was really looking forward to. That's because that was the official VTuber meet and greet. The official one, hosted by TwitchCon itself, indoors and not outdoors where we get sunburned. Oh boy, that was early. It wasn't that early morning. It was like 11 a.m. This is going to be a running trend, but I did not sleep well that night from nightmare. That entire week, I don't think I slept particularly. I think I got an average of 3 hours every night. I feel pretty good for having 3 hours. Even last night, I didn't get very much sleep. I think I got 3 hours as well. I went to bed at 5 a.m. when I got home, and then I woke up at 8, and that's, here we are. But VTuber official meet and greet. What happened, Roomba? What happened? Oh, I forgot. Day 2, there was also a block party. Very disappointed. There was not, in fact, a giant block that everyone could dance on, but there were blocks that had set up where people could, like, where people were playing music. I got a lot of hors d'oeuvres. I drank Well, I drank something. I hung out around a little area where they had, what is the game called? Do you guys know that one like Canadian Olympics game where you like throw a little like puck and like a team like spreads the the ice so that it goes a little bit further? There was a tabletop version of that for like just one people where they apparently covered in like sawdust or something. I did that for a little bit with some random people. But nothing of note happened to me. I left after I got my free drinks and ridiculous amount. I think I got like 10 or 11 plates of like sliders and like meatballs and like some other miscellaneous stuff. I didn't talk with people. I didn't hang out. I'm not a party goer. I did not dance. I got food. I very much stood. Well, my feet were very sore at that point. I sat down on the roadside. I ate my hors d'oeuvres. Stood out of the crowd wondering, wow, they look like they're having a lot of fun with their friends. That is something I noticed about TwitchCon. Pop quiz, spell the word that is pronounced hors d'oeuvre. No, I will not, because I know that's not going to go well. Curling. It's like, yeah, that's the right. It's like curling, but it's more of like a single player tabletop version of curling. Which I'm sure has a completely different name, but it was very similar to curling. But yeah, so that's something I realized very fast with this TwitchCon is a lot of people already had friend groups or like friends they were looking forward to meeting. Not a lot of people were trying, at least not that I was able to encounter. Not a lot of people were networking. It seemed like a lot of people had friend groups. They wanted to meet friend groups. A lot of people had fans. The fans wanted to meet up with their Oshis, their streamers, etc., etc. And then there was me trying the network, who was not able to start a single conversation because I am socially inept. It was really bad. But yeah, a lot of people had friend groups, and I was like, I don't want to force myself into a friend group. So I didn't. Day 3, anyways, by the way. Day 3 happened. And VTuber meet and greet. I was excited. Finally got into the room with all the VTubers because they have to scan everyone in for whatever security reasons. They do that from time to time. Again, what I wasn't expecting was for somehow this small room to have the same amount of people as the ones who were in the unofficial one outside. The room was cluttered so heavily. There must have been at least 200 people in that room. It was hard to move around. I didn't know where to even start to talk to people because it felt like everyone was talking to either friends or they were looking for specific people to like, oh my god, I'm a fan of yours. And so I kind of wandered around for like 30 minutes. I went out to the balcony, screamed, went back inside. Nothing changed. I think by the time it was almost over, we had 50 minutes left. I kind of like, I'm not gonna say I panicked, but I was definitely like, this is my last shot to do literally anything. Suck up your damn pride, Roomba. Do something. You're good at sucking, right? Just suck it up. So I ended up just taking out like fistfuls of all my business cards, slapping them around every table that I could find with people around it. Sometimes people would give me a really odd look. I would run away, go to the next table. Someone was already going to be looking at me, and I'll be like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, great to be here. And like sneakily like throwing business cards on the table, hoping they wouldn't see. And then apparently our Twitch chat's broken again. No, maybe it's not broken. I don't know. And then like I wouldn't say anything. I just threw a bunch of trash around the room, going against my Roomba instincts to clean everything, took one of every business card that was on the table, and I just booked it out of there. I couldn't handle the pressure. Like, it's too, like, I already struggle when it comes to VCs with more than like 5 people. There's no way I'm gonna be okay with a room of 200 people. Like, I'm fine as long as people talk to me, but who's gonna talk to me? No one's gonna talk to me. I will say, actually, I did get complimented one day. Someone complimented me on my use of a diaphragm. They said, hey, you're great at using your diaphragm. I'm impressed. I'm like, thanks. That might have been the only compliment I got at the con. Wow, you're so great at using your diaphragm and being loud and stuff. I'm like, oh, thank you. Yeah, that happened. I think that was day one. I don't even remember what day that was. But we booked it out of there. I cried to myself a little bit, and then we just proceeded. You know what? Socializing, not for me. Socializing is not for me, and so I went back to every panel. But not before I got kidnapped and forced to do a little bit of dodgeball by some very, I don't know, they were basically strangers. Even to this day, I never learned what their names were. There's like, hey, we need a person for dodgeball, join us. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. And then I played dodgeball. No, play is definitely a strong word. I can't see, so I didn't hit anyone. Surprisingly, I didn't get hit. That was particularly fast, but it was that was that. I played dodgeball, and I did not get hit in the face, which is surprising. In fact, the only time I got hit was when it clipped like the inside of my leg, just a little bit. The other times I actually didn't get a chance to play because it was like super power dodgeball. It was like, hey, everyone plays a card. Everyone plays a card to like enhance your team. So like, yeah, dodgeball side quest. I think they were calling it dad quest because it was dodgeball with shields. But like the cards we used were like, hey, we get to steal one of the other people's teammates, and their card was like, hey, if we hit our teammate with a dodgeball, we instantly win the round. I'm like, oh. And then the teammate got hit, and then we lost. It was like, oh, okay. Or the next one that was like, hey, it's our team of 3 versus 1 person on your team. And I ended up being the one to sit out because we were teams of 4. Calvin Ball? It could have been. I don't know what Calvin Ball is, but if it sounds familiar, maybe it is. It was probably their own fancy take on it. But I didn't play dodgeball particularly much. I was already dying. My feet were already very sore on day 1. Day 2, day 3, they did not make a difference. They were sore as hell, regardless of the fact. And that's then we did more panels, and that was our entire day. I was hoping I'd be able to find more VTubers at the very, 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 very end. Like, hey, let's just have like one last going away party or something. And I did find a couple Discords to join. Of course I have feet. That's why we have this whole humanoid chassis to squeeze into. We have feet. Did you not know we have feet? They're very nice feet. Just don't kick me. I might turn off. But yeah, my feet were very, very sore. Not to mention from our little trip that we had on day 0 of TwitchCon, I think I still had a bruised ankle. So it was a time, I will say. We managed to brute force our way through it. We did learn a lot. We did a lot of panels. Maybe the Dragon Hoda had a couple of panels I went to. There was a voice acting one. I don't remember who the voice actors were though. There was a couple panels hosted by, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Pia P the UFO. Pia P UFO? Pia Pi? Pia, whatever. I talked to her a couple bit questions and whatnot. I learned a lot. I did learn a lot. Doesn't hold a candle to Calvin Ball? Goodness, do I have to look up what Calvin Ball is? I might have to. Wino wheels? The wheels are expensive. I didn't think I would need wheels. I thought, like, I'm stubborn. I thought, hey, I don't get out a lot. Let's use this as a chance to like build up whatever semblance of muscles we may have. And that's what we did. Horribly so. Maybe a mistake, but like if I could have gone around on like a moped or a scooter, well, a scooter might be too much, but like a moped? Is that what it's called? That would have been cool. Okay, what is Calvin Ball? You have me curious. Calvin Ball is a fictional game in the comic strip of Calvin and Hobbes, where the only primitive rule is you can never play the same way twice. It has been adopted metaphorically to describe situations, particularly in laws of physics, when rules are seen arbitrary or changed to suit a situation. Outside the comic, term can refer to... Okay, it's kind of similar, yeah. I can see it. I can see it. Other kids' games are such a bore. They gotta have rules and they gotta keep score. I mean, score is fun. It's a way to keep things competitive, right? I thought it was fun. I thought it was fun, at least. But that was that. That was our day 3. And by the time it ended, I actually did end up getting a bunch of business cards from people. Like, I'm not gonna say I didn't. I don't actually know how many of them I talked to, though. Like, I have a picture, actually. Can I put this up on stream? I think I can take it up on screen. Let me find it. Insert image, browse. Now, where did I save the image? I don't know what happened. Apparently, at some point, all of our images started going to OneDrive. And that annoys the heck out of me, because I hate OneDrive with a passion. Would love to stick around, but it's a work night. Gotta get ready for bed. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, it's just a chatting stream. After we talk about TwitchCon. Ah, my eardrums! I'm just gonna talk about what we're gonna do with stream, because I have a couple ideas for where we want to take future streams, at the very least. Time will tell. But yeah, have a good night, Productions. Thanks for stopping by. But this was a list of all the... Oh, it's big! Okay, let me shrink this down a little bit. That's a little bit too big. Can I... Oh my gosh, I'm so bad with technology. This was like all of the business... The picture just keeps going. Did I take it sideways? I did. This was all the business cards we ended up getting at the end of it all. Like, it was a lot. There was a lot of people. Again, I don't know how many people we actually talked to, but I did my best. And I think we ended up coming out with only 10 of our own business cards left. No, 20, because I was efficient and put them in 2 different places and forgot they were there. So we got rid of 60 business cards. I'm pretty sure a lot of them went in the trash, because as soon as I put a bunch on the table, there was already a cleaning lady right in front, like, hey, clean off the table, or like get out or something. I was like, oh, okay, goodbye. So I think a lot of ours got trashed, but we did try at the very least. But we got a lot of business cards. We did talk to some people at the very least. I just don't know how many. We didn't make necessarily any friends, but that wasn't necessarily my goal either. Like, my goal was just like, hey, I wanna meet new VTubers, see what they're doing, and then maybe spread some brand awareness of ourselves. And that's kind of what happened. Not necessarily as well as I was hoping it was gonna go, but it is ended up what happening. And that's kind of how we concluded our TwitchCon. And yes, there was a lot of situations that happened with meet and greets on the VTuber side. Chibi Doki got her meet and greet cut off early for unknown reasons. And a lot of the gifts that were given to VTubers, because a lot of VTubers came in remotely. A lot of them came in remotely through like screens and whatnot. A lot of them had meet and greets. A lot of people gave gifts to them, and someone was going to pick up gifts on behalf of them. Apparently TwitchCon just threw out a bunch of them. Some people still got their gifts, but they were the ones who were like really quick about it. Like, I'm pretty sure Iron Mouse's manager got her gifts for her. There was a couple others who got their gifts as well, because they got them themselves, but the ones that were like called in remotely, those apparently just all got trashed or gotten away. Something along those lines. Very unfortunate. How was TwitchCon? Disappointing. I went in, I think if I wanted to enjoy a con, I need to go in with other people. I think I need to go in with friends already made and not go by myself, because going to a con by yourself is kind of like not great, especially when you're doing it for 3 days. It was boring. Well, I wasn't bored. I was stressed the heck out of my mind from being so bored. I was pretty much on my phone, on my Twitter for, I'm pretty sure, 90% of the trip, just because it's like, I don't want to socialize. I wanted to socialize, but I just didn't know how to socialize. But yeah, I was pretty much on Twitter a bulk of the time. Whenever I didn't know what to do, I'd be on Twitter, checking what everyone was saying about the convention, seeing if anyone was like anything going on the VTuber front that maybe I could sneak my way into. Sometimes it worked, most of the time it didn't. And that was that. It was an interesting con. Like I said, I did learn a lot. I did see a lot of security there. It's just, I feel like some of the security was in not the right places. Like, they had a lot of security of like just going into the con. That was fine. Like, they had a lot of, well, there was issues with that as well. But at least as far as like a lack of security, they had security in the front. They had security at the entrances to each of the events. They did not have security actually for like around the people who needed it, from what it seemed like. You got your license? I did not get my license. I did not get my license. They just let me through the gate anyways. Did anyone recognize you? Oh, heaven forbid, no. Not a single person recognized me. And honestly, that's okay. If people were going to recognize me, honestly, I probably would have done a better job of trying to hide my identity in the first place, like a mask or a hat or something. No one recognized me. I wasn't expecting anyone to. Because, like, I don't know. I'm small. I'm very bad when it comes to socializing. That was the whole point. I know. I still have to get an updated ID at some point. Because if I do end up going to another con, I'm going to need some way to travel. Or if I want to, like, visit family or something. I need it. I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it sooner rather than later. I'll have to do that soon. Would you be surprised if someone did? I would be flabbergasted if someone did. Like, not gonna lie. I mean, like I said, I didn't necessarily advertise myself anything either before or after the con. I was actually secret. I was embarrassed to say I was going to the con. I don't know. I like keeping my like private life and social life separate. And I don't know. I had misgivings about it and I couldn't decide whether I actually want to be acknowledged or not. Wampy, hello! Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I think for the next con, I'm gonna be a bit more prepared. I'm gonna have a bit of ideas. Like, I learned a lot. I do want to start pushing for our channel to grow a little bit more, and that's why I did a bunch of redeems before this stream that don't actually work. I'll work on that. I'll work on that. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. My feet are in shambles, but I am okay. Actually, I'm kind of thirsty. I am kind of thirsty. How are you doing, Wampy? By the way, guys, go ahead and check out Wampy. She is a wonderfully funny creator. Does a lot of art streams. She is hilarious. You should go check out her channel. If you ever need help with redeems or stuff, I can help. Oh, please do. I'll probably message you later. I have them set up. They just don't work. I don't know what that's about. I feel like I missed plugging an X into Y somewhere along the... I ate? I did eat. I don't know what I ate. Did I eat today? I definitely ate today. I ate the con too. I ate a ton of hors d'oeuvres. Oh, I ate so many hors d'oeuvres. Just making dinner. Nice. Dinner's good. Dinner's very good. I should make dinner at some... Oh, I can't make dinner. I'll have to make dinner at some point. After, we have another streamer going to be joining right after our one today. I was considering... Did you get home today? Yeah. Oh, right. I didn't talk about that situation. Okay. So I didn't know what time the checkout was for my hotel. So I just tried to stay in bed as absolutely long as possible. And then I decided, hey, now's a good time. I'm not sleeping. I feel awake. I'm going to get up and start preparing. That was 7 a.m. because I haven't been sleeping and apparently I'm still not sleeping. Insomnia is a jerk. It's a jerk face and it can suck it. So I ended up being ready to leave the hotel at like 8 or 9 a.m. Everything was ready to go. I didn't know what else to do. I had no friends there, no one I could talk to. So it's like, well, I guess I just go home or something, whatever. And so that's what I did. I checked out of the hotel, got a taxi to the airport. The airport wasn't too bad. It was only like 10 minutes away. But because of just like, I didn't even know what time our flight leaving was, to be perfectly honest. I ended up getting to the airport, I think like 5 hours early before our first flight. I was still kind of nervous, like, oh my God, I don't have a real ID. Are they going to let me through the gates or what? And I actually had a bit of a struggle this time. Not a significant amount of struggle that warranted 5 hours of extra early time, but like, it was there. I got to the line. They were like, hey, why did you pass me two IDs? I'm like, well, one of them's expired and the other one's not a real ID. I was like, well, that's kind of shitty. Like, what? You need to get a real ID? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's like, okay, I need you to go all the way over there to priority line. I'm like, priority line? He was like, yeah, priority line. I was like, oh, okay. So I just crawled underneath all the, I don't know if you guys have been to airports recently, but they all have these like rope lines that they always line up. I kind of just crawled underneath him with a suitcase, kind of like commando style, trying to get underneath them and get to the proper line. Got to the line. He was like, why are you handing me 2 IDs? Like, yeah, the person said the same thing. It's expired. It's like, ah, whatever. Go ahead. So unlike the first one, this one took an extra maybe like minute and a half. Did you mention you're a famous streamer and deserve special treatment? I'll keep that in mind for next time. I don't know if they'll believe me. Apparently I have the diaphragm to prove it. But yeah, I got through security 5 hours early, and then we waited for our flight for a very long time. And then we got through our first flight pretty good. I think that one ended up taking us to San Francisco. I think that one took us to San Francisco. And then that's where things went wrong. I was supposed to have a connecting flight out of San Francisco. That ran into issues. That ran into issues. Got onto the plane. And as soon as I got onto the plane, all the lights started turning off and flickering. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it's like, oh, that's weird. Proceeded back to my seat. It proceeded to go like that every couple of minutes while people were boarding. Waited like a half an hour. We got an announcement on the speaker. Well, this is your captain speaking. We are having a technical issue. Please wait while we wait for the mechanics to do their work. And so we waited for another hour. Just sitting there, just on my phone, doing whatever I can on Twitter, whatever. Captain comes back on. This is your captain speaking. We have fixed the issues. We'll be taking off momentarily. And I was so stoked. We started backing out of the gate. I don't think I've ever been happier. We started backing out of the gate, and not even 30 feet from backing out of the gate, the plane stops. The plane stops again. This is your captain speaking. It seems that the maintenance that we were doing before has given us another warning light. We are going to pull back into the gate, and we will let the mechanics, again, do their work. And so another hour went by. And as you can probably guess by this point, plane toast. Plane no good. They kicked us off the plane, and they were like, okay, this flight is now going to be delayed an extra 2 hours from this point in time. Great. Wonderful. I didn't want to get home anyways. I went to the front desk to see, like, hey, is there any other planes or anything? Like, what's the situation? Like, oh, well, if you don't want to wait for this plane, there's another one that's taking off to your home destination at 11 p.m. That was hours from that time. I was like, I'll just wait to see how this one goes. I'm just gonna wait to see if this one gets fixed, because that was like a good 4 or 5 hours away, I think, as well. And then, as you could probably guess, the time came of their the 2 hours. They made the announcement. Oh, the plane is not able to be fixed this time. We are getting a new plane that's going to Ontario, Canada. Head over to gate D10 or whatever to take that one instead. And so me and the entirety of the plane ended up shuffling to the other side of the terminal to get to this plane apparently coming from Canada. We sat there for another hour, 2 hour. I think it was like an hour and a half. I had gotten some ramen that was at the airport during that time, because I was hungry. I hadn't had breakfast or lunch. It was almost evening. I got some ramen. It wasn't good. In fact, I think I would have preferred instant noodles. Instant noodles would have been better. They didn't have instant noodles though. All they had were this weird ramen, and whatever, fine. I had to deal with it. Well, we waited a little bit longer. They gave us a $15 coupon after I had just ordered the ramen. So I went back to the ramen store and got just a couple boxes of Pocky as a second treat. Because I'm not gonna, if they're gonna give me free money, I'm gonna use their dang free money. I'm not getting them get away scot-free. That's crazy. Well, anyways, the flight that they put us on at gate D10 was also canceled. And so they shuffled us back to our original gate. And our flight ended up taking off, I think, somewhere along the lines of like 10:30 or 11 at night anyways. I eventually got back to my home destination, and I was like, you know what? I bought this fancy looking public transit card. I might as well use it. Like, I don't care if it's gonna take a little bit longer. I don't want to have to pay like $80 to $100 for a stinking Uber. I'm not doing it. I'm already poor from this entire experience. Oh, and so I did. I tried to use the public transit, and oh, wouldn't you know it, the public transit is down. Something happened to one of the trains and it broke, or something happened. It just said, hey, all of the lines that are on this track are down except for one. Please wait another hour for it to come. I was so it was so bad. I eventually got back at like 3-4 in the morning. But my leg, like, I don't know about you guys, but like, my feet weren't sore anymore. My feet were so numb, I didn't feel anything anymore. But my legs were so tense, I could not bend my knees. And so I'm just waddling down the street trying to get home once I finished the public transit. It was so brutal. It was so brutal. Oh, everything was a mistake. Everything was a mistake. I should have just called the Uber. Oh, we eventually got home, and now we're here. I had an inkling that, like, okay, maybe I'll be productive when I get home. But that's when I thought I was gonna get home at like 4 in the afternoon, not 4 in the morning. I did not feel like doing extra work at 4 in the morning, and so we didn't. We made it home from TwitchCon. Oh, we made it home from TwitchCon. My only regret. I kind of wish I bought something from Artist Alley. Like, I went through Artist Alley, and there was a lot of cool artists there, but I'm very hesitant when it comes to buying things. One, because I have no money, but two, just like, I don't like having. It's not like I don't like having art. It's just I don't know what to do with it. I feel like if I buy something, it has to be functional. Like, when I took a trip to Australia, I wanted a souvenir. You want to know what my souvenir when I came back from Australia was? It was a towel. It was a towel. Like, I'm bad when it comes to stuff like that because I don't do anything with the art. I don't really have anywhere to place it. I can't put it on the wall. Same with keychains. I don't have bags. Did we learn any lessons? Yes, I've learned a couple lessons. 1, always go to cons with a friend. 2, probably not TwitchCon. And 3, maybe think about packing a spare thing of feet. Or like, I don't know, soft inserts or something. Ooh, hiccups. I need more water. I don't know. I think I did my best. All things considered, I think I did my best. My best wasn't as good as I hoped it was going to be. I did surprise myself by how often I put myself in uncomfortable situations. I was very impressed with myself about that. But it really doesn't mean much if you still don't make the push to actually like initiate stuff. Yeah, I was really wanted to go to Offkai this year. When it happened earlier this year, because I think that one was closer to me than TwitchCon was. But unfortunately, I didn't realize Offkai was happening until like 5 days after it ended. It was very tragic. I realized 5 days afterwards Offkai happened. I'm like, oh, mistakes were made. You overbuy at Artist Alley, but you feel bad not supporting all small merchants. I may have done the worst thing I could have done at Artist Alley. I may have done like the absolute worst thing you could do at Artist Alley. Not only did I not buy anything from Artist Alley, I gave their arts of work back to them. I gave it right back to their faces. Apparently people just make a habit of losing all of their art in Artist Alley. And me knowing my like antisocial tendencies of not wanting to talk to people, I found whatever I could to not talk to people. Which ended up being like, oh look, I found all of this artwork that people lost. People forgot about, it fell out of a bag or whatever. And so I've spent a good couple hours just like going around collecting all the art, bringing it back to the stands where they're from, saying like, hey, I found this on the ground. I don't know who it belongs to. Here, take it back. I'm so sorry. It was... Oh... I'm so sorry, artists. I didn't mean to cause you guys a headache. But I didn't feel like just getting... I mean, what do you do with our lost artwork, really? Like, do you keep it for yourself? I was tempted, but it's like, no. Someone bought this because they like it. And even if I like it, I feel guilty about, like, to me, finding something that someone lost is equivalent to stealing. And I don't want to steal. But I also was like, I don't know where else I could do with this. I'm just gonna bring it back to the artist who made it. And so I did. I hope those people found their stuff in the end. I honestly have no idea how that turned out. I tried posting in the TwitchCon had its own specific, like, I don't know what to call it, like a Twitter feed or what, but like it had its own specific in-application thing. And so whenever I would find something, I would just post like, hey, I found this, go back to the stand, blah 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 if you lost it. Hey, found it, go back to this stand if you lost it. Hey, sorry guys, another one. I hope they found their stuff. I really do. I didn't check what was... I was even thinking to myself, how would they even know who lost stuff? All I can imagine is like, hey, I lost this, 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 and this. I was like, oh, let me check the bag. Great. This is your stuff. I don't know if they ever found their stuff, but I hope they found their stuff. I really do. Artwork is expensive, but that's because people do really good job with it. There was a lot of art stands I noticed that artists had that actually had sold out. Like, they did good work. I'm very impressed. I'm very happy for them. Because I have another friend who does a lot of art stuff. And like, I see how much effort they put into their artwork and all the art stand and getting things prepared for like months and months and months. It's not easy. It's not easy. It definitely takes a certain kind of mindset, a certain kind of dedication. Good on those people who are able to sell out. Those booths are expensive too. Yeah, but like it makes sense why they're expensive at the same part. It's nice. A lot of people wouldn't even think twice to take it. I know. The only thing stopping me was my guilty conscience. Not something I necessarily regret though. I wish I knew if people actually got their stuff back, but I mean, that's nothing I could do at that point. I did what I can. I did my due diligence. All I came back with is like 50 business cards. Just a butt ton of business cards. We got rid of a bunch of business cards. Oh, I never showed you guys what my business cards were, did I? If I end up using the same design for the next con, I'll likely reuse the same thing, just maybe of a higher quality, because mine apparently you're supposed to like use a very specific like format for when you're making business cards. Apparently it's something like a vertex not a PNG, a vertex, like it was some sort of like PDF, a special type of PDF you're supposed to do. I just gave a bunch of stuff. Any cool, my eardrums. Any cool shows? I didn't see too many shows. Most of the stuff I saw was panels. I did meet a couple VTubers. I don't know which ones I met were the biggest ones. I feel like the biggest ones I met were probably VV-chan the Dragon and Paya P UFO, I think were their names. One of them was a dragon. I mean, their name is Dragon. And then the other one was a slime VTuber. They were pretty cool. They had a lot, but they were also like Twitch affiliates. They were leading panels. It was very easy to meet them, all things considered. P.S. so cute, isn't she? She was amazing. A lot of good advice. So this was one of our business cards. This was the front of our business card. And then we had a back somewhere. I already lost. Where did I put the back of it? Why am I always in the back of things? There it is. And then I had the wait. That's the front. Wait, that's still the front. Maybe I should start looking at organizing my. No, organization is crazy. And then this was the back of our business card. I thought I did a good job. I thought it was cute. It was to the point. It worked out well. Mine is the QR code. The QR code went specifically to Twitch. I probably should have made it to like all of our socials, like a link tree or something. It's okay. It's okay. Again, learn from mistakes for next time. Not a big deal. I did learn stuff. I met people. And at the end of the day, I am in a better spot of it. I did learn about a lot about streaming. I learned a lot about, well, I learned just about a lot of different VTubers as well. I ended up joining a number of, I don't know what to call it, VTuber, not groups, so like Discords where a lot of VTubers gather. Because I know one thing I noticed is a lot of the VTuber groups I'm in are definitely a lot more casual. They're very casual. They do things for friends. They don't necessarily, a lot of them don't actually stream. So I was glad to find a couple other places. I also learned that apparently Twitch has its own VTuber, like, what do they call it? Did they call it a guild? They called it something like a guild. I don't remember if I applied to it or not. I have to figure that out. I need to remember. But I'm at the very least, goals for this upcoming year. And maybe at the end of this year, maybe, possibly. We'll see what happens. Goals are to obviously increase our audience. I want to get us to at least 500 followers on Twitch and Twitter. I don't particularly care about YouTube. It'd be great if YouTube got to like double digits or something, but like I'm not gonna bother with it. YouTube is an interesting beast because like if I want YouTube, I need edited videos. I don't know if I have the mental strength for that stuff. So I think what I'm gonna spend at least the next couple weeks on is I'm gonna try working on more Oh, that was strange. Your message came through on stream before it came through in my own chat box. Wow, I'm glad to see that's working fairly oddly. But like I want to try pushing ourselves a little bit further. I think one piece of good advice that Pia gave was that if you are uncomfortable, no, if you are streaming and you are comfortable, you are not doing a very good job. You want to always be pushing your bounds at least a little bit. Be at least a little bit uncomfortable trying new things to like keep like, you know, improving yourself. You don't improve yourself if you're comfortable. You improve yourself by pushing yourself and doing other stuff. So I think for the next couple weeks, at the very least, I don't know how many weeks, but I think for the next couple weeks, I am going to focus a lot on stream interactions. I want to do a lot more of these just chatting bits and bobs, maybe like 10-15 minutes at a time for every stream. Just something. I know I'm not particularly good at just talking to myself. That'll change when we get big. Maybe. We'll see. You deserve all the follows and audience. You're one of the small VTuber friends. We've worked so hard. I don't know. Like, I definitely think I've tried a lot of things. I also think I give up very, very quickly. I get discouraged very, very fast. Unfortunately so. I mean, that's just a clinical depression for you, really. Like, I've tried a lot of things. Like, I don't know. There was a spiel earlier in this year when I did, like, a short a day for, like, I don't know if it was 3 months or 1 month. But like it caused my TikTok to grow to like 1,000 people very, very fast. But it had absolutely zero carryover to Twitter or YouTube. And then I learned like, hey, whatever content you're pushing to those platforms needs to mimic what you're doing on stream. I was like, oh, but I like my story times. Because I don't know how to do TikToks without story times. So that I stopped doing that. I thought to myself, okay, I'll do more clips. And then I just ran out of like mental strength to actually just keep doing clips and clips and clips. Word of advice, if there's any VTubers in the chat right now, YouTube is, sorry, scratch that. Twitch is going to do a lot more work in the upcoming year on clips. Both on making them more discoverable as well as making them easier to handle. I know that one of the things they're trying to do is they're trying to do an AI clipper for VTubers, or not VTubers, just streamers in general, where if you say like, hey, clip that, if you have it enabled, it'll automatically clip the last 30 seconds to a minute. That's something they're working on. I think that it was just alpha applications just went up for YouTubers. That's pretty cool. You never fully quit, gonna change up and stuff. Yeah, that's what I think as well. Like, I really like streaming, and honestly, the times I did take a break from streaming, I felt worse. Streaming for me is definitely an outlet. It's definitely, I think at some point I treated it more as a hobby. And there's nothing wrong with treating it as a hobby, but like, I want to treat streaming as more than a hobby if I can. I don't necessarily think I'll get to a point where I can make it a full-time thing. But like, if I could just make a little bit of spare change on the side, maybe like commission some artwork with that money, that'd be great. And we're slowly working towards that. Very, very slowly. But that's okay. But like I said, I want to put more effort into things because like, the worst that you can do when you're depressed, at least for me, this might just be my own hot take, but like when you're depressed, the worst you can do is nothing. I think if you are depressed, you really need to see some sort of, you need to find something to put effort into, something to like give just like, hey, you did this thing, thumbs up, something that shows like at least a little bit of like positive feedback for whatever effort you put into. For me, a lot of that is like MMOs are very good at that, where it's like, hey, you put an effort, you level up, you get higher gear score. Streaming, hey, you get a little bit of engagement, maybe a couple follows here and there. Like, I think that is a great thing. At least for me. Obviously not for everyone, but like, I don't know, that's how I handle my depression. And I have severe depression, apparently so. I went into a doctor wondering if I had ADHD. They told me I had severe depression and not ADHD. Fun fact, apparently I am just depressed. Who would have thought? Yeah, we'll both get there at some point. Although I am still very, very excited for your remodel, your re-debut when that comes up, Wompy. Assuming I haven't missed it. Honestly, I'm losing track of time very, very fast. There's so many people I know that are like, oh my god, I'm doing a re-debut. I don't know the dates anymore. I'm just kind of hoping that when people end up doing the re-debuts, I kind of just happen to stumble upon it, or like they tell me like, hey, I'm doing a re-debut, come join me. I'm like, perfect, I'll make time. I don't know. I still think I'm a terrible friend. I'm always too far in my head to like worry about other people, and it definitely shows. I mean, Wompy, when was the last time I ever messaged you? I feel like it's been 1.5 years since I messaged you, and I always feel bad. I'll work. I need to work on that. We'll get there. We'll get there. Not sure when you'll be doing it. You have to do all the arts yourself. It might take a while. That's very true. But you are a very talented artist. And so of the stuff I have seen, I am very excited for it. You're terrible at that too? Twinsies! Oh my goodness. But yeah. I'm going to work on a lot of, for the next couple weeks at the very least, a lot of stream side stuff. I'm going to try to be better at just starting off with a little bit of just chatting. Maybe just, like I said, just 10-15 minutes at the beginning of streams. I'm going to try to improve a lot of the interaction side of things. For anyone who's seen it already or is used to the pricing, we've already reduced a lot of our points, our channel point costs. I added a couple new ones. Oh, question. How do you guys feel about tits? Hold on, that came out wrong. How do you guys feel about the Twitch interactive throwing simulator? Those tits. Not the other. I'm not getting implants, guys. For those of you who are here, I am terribly sorry to disappoint you. I am not getting implants, no. I'm thinking of letting you guys abuse me by throwing stuff at me. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. You use it? Ooh, very exciting then. I don't know how it works. I saw a tutorial video, and I like the part where it said that you could throw 2D objects, because I don't want to model a bunch of 3D ones, but I had a very fun idea that like, hey, we're a Roomba. What if you guys just throw like a bunch of like computer parts and like cleaning detergent at me? Throw a soap bar here and there. I think that would be hilarious. But I do have to do art for all that, which isn't honestly the biggest concern. It's just the fact I have to do it, which is like, maybe I should think about this a little bit more. I don't know. I feel like it'd be a fun thing at the very least. I did try to figure out sound alerts, and we did TTS. Supposedly TTS does work. I don't actually know if TTS works. Everything else I've set up doesn't work. Let me do a TTS test to see if that works. I also don't know how loud it's gonna be. Hold on. This is a test. Hello world. Let's see.
This is a test. Hello world, save me.
Save you? Did I type save you? I guess I did say save you. No, wait. Yeah, okay, great. No, TTS works. Amazing. Cool. It worked on Twitch. That's all I needed. It should be working on YouTube too. Well, at least it started. At least it started. So at least I got one thing working. Woohoo! Confetti for me. I don't have the confetti button set up. I need to write myself a note. Write myself a note. Set up confetti gun and children cheers. I think that would be adorable if I just had confetti explode out of the corners and just like the yay. Can I sound more like a child? Yay! Yay! I don't know, some sort of child laughter. Something like that. I think that'd be cool. I want to do more with that stuff. I do want to set up. Well, what was that? I tried to do more. One of the funniest interactions I saw. I don't remember what the VTuber was. I think they ran an inn. They had like a red dress. But one of the things they had a lot of was that they had Tangia. I don't think I've tried Tangia. I'm gonna write that one down as well. Tangia. But one of the things they did for like stream interactions is they had a lot of community goals where it was like 1 point to join the cult, but it was 1 million to leave. But every time someone could get close to 1 million points, they kept moving the goalposts further and further back. And so I think what they're doing now is they added a community goal of like several 100,000 points of like setting up a union for the cult. I thought that was hilarious. And I would love to do that with you guys, but I'm going to do something different. If I can figure out something clever to do to make it like us, I think that would be really funny. I want you guys to have fun with the stream. I don't care if you guys bully me. I get bullied by everyone regardless. Right? I thought that was hilarious. Okay, let me see that. What is Changia? Tangent interactive streaming. I know I tried sounds, and sounds were very scary when I looked at it. TTS tools, memes, love. Oh, there's a lot here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what this is. There's a lot. It's a whole ass thing. Interactions. Let's see what this is. Jump scares. Oh, this is like the sticker slappers that you have on your stream. Oh, that was Tangia. Oh no, I see a falling pipe and now I'm terrified. I see a metal pipe and now I'm terrified. Previous setup is what I use most of the time. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one for sure. I'll have to look into that, definitely. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I just want you guys to have fun. I don't want your fun to necessarily reliant on me. I want the community to have fun with themselves as well. And so I'm going to be spending a couple weeks like really delving into how do I make the community play nice with each other? How do I get you guys to like, you know, enjoy each other's company and all that? And I think if we manage to do that, I think our numbers will go up. Maybe. I'm not like fingers. That's more of a pipe dream. Honestly, I need a higher presence on Twitter. So I'm also expect more posts from me in the future on Twitter. I understand how Twitter works. Sorry. X. It's called X now. My apologies. No one calls it that. People just play chess and chat. Chess. Is that a thing people can do? I guess it is an option. I think I have seen something like that. Refuse to call it X? Yeah, no, right? No one calls it X. X is a dumb name. Community interaction is key? No, for sure. So I'm going to be posting a lot more stuff on X. I have... Here's where I'm a little bit torn. A little bit. I feel like I want to do a little bit more shorts. A little bit more short form content, but I don't really know how. Rather, I don't know how to bring that short form content easily over to like the Twitch. I mean, you don't bring it to the Twitch side. You put it on other mediums, you bring it back. But I'm scared I'm gonna have the same issue where it's like, hey, this doesn't match the stream content. Go fish. Go back to jail. That's terrifying to me. The fact of just like, hey, I put like 10 hours of work into this short, it got 7 views. That's awful. I could spend 10 seconds writing a Twitter post and it'll get 10 views. Actually, that's a lie. I thought sure most of my Twitter posts get 3 views, but that's whatever. Twitter X, right? That's just a Twix. Twix would be a never. I would like Twix. Twix. You got yourself without a Twix. No, that's not how that goes. What was it? That was a Snickers bar. Oh! I don't know why when I thought of a Snickers bar, I instantly thought to myself, you know what we want? I want a pizza. I want to celebrate returning. But like, I really shouldn't celebrate returning. I have all the food from last week that I did not eat because I was not home. Ever doesn't equal the payoff. Like there are ways to like trick the algorithm into getting you more views. But the thing about whenever it comes to social medias in general is like, if you have one thing that really pops off, you really have to double down on it. And like, I don't know. Part of it is consistency. Part of it is just like, you really got to just throw stuff at a wall until something sticks. And when it sticks, you have to double down and triple down and quadruple down. And just keep at it until the attention dies. And I don't know if I have that, I don't know if I have that kind of drive. But like, I don't know. One thing I'm thinking of releasing sometime this week is I'm thinking of releasing an ASMR video. And don't get too excited, you guys. It's not going to be a good ASMR. It's going to be the worst low quality ASMR you could possibly imagine. But I thought I would do it just as a joke video. But I'm also terrified that like, hey, if this video actually does well, what does that mean for me and my content? I don't want to do this. This is a meme. But that be excited for that. We're gonna post that on we're gonna do something about that on our YouTube side, I think. I don't know if we're gonna turn it into a short. We could probably do a short version of it as well. We'll do a short version. We'll do a long form. Short, long form. Short and shorter. And then we'll see how that turns out. Cause like I have a couple things I can do. Cause like we're a cleaning Roomba, right? We are. Sorry, give me a second.
Low power mode. Engaging.
Thank
Process
you.
Complete. A
We
horrible
all
decision, really.
Thanks, brain cell. You can shut the hell up now. Like, we're a Roomba. We've been a Roomba. Our name is Roomba. But where's the Roomba at? Where's the Roomba activity? Where's the cleaning? I did have thoughts of like, hey, let's do like the power wash simulator, stuff like that. But like, I don't have money. I don't have money. I can't buy games. Oh, you have a great voice, ASMR. Oh, I thank you. I appreciate it. Do you have an XLR mic? I do. My mic is very not my mic. The desk is very cluttered, so I can't actually move it particularly much, though. So, like, even if I wanted to do ASMR, I mean, I could do it with this mic. Hold on. Let me get a water. Let me moisten up my throat a little bit. I could do a little bit of ASMR, but I do not know if this is the type of content I would like to be known for. I do not know if this would appeal to people, nor do I think I have the sultry voice needed for an ASMR stream. So yeah, I thought I would just do a couple like cleaning streams. Like, hey, I'll clean stuff. I'll record me cleaning it, and it'll be like stupid. Because I don't think vacuum ASMR, that is an idea I had, to be perfectly honest. I don't think anyone will like it, but that's kind of the point, right? I don't want anyone to like it. It's supposed to be a meme. Moisten up that throat. You be quiet, video. I actually will. My throat is very dry. I'm not used to talking for hours and hours and hours at a time. That's some tasty water. Man, I really wish my hydrant redeem was working. I missed that thing already. Also, why am I so small? I just realized. Hold on. I need to let me get myself a little further over. Perfect. Okay. So yeah. Q-tip ASMR with occasionally ear fucking vacuum. Imagine just being like, all right. Turn your head for me. Just a little bit. Say ah. Oh no. Well, my hand vacuum. Oh, I found it. Sorry, I thought I broke my hand vacuum. Apparently I fixed it. Oh, I haven't used that thing in so long. I forgot how it worked. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so I have a couple fun ideas. I might make a small story time Twitch shorts of like my time with TwitchCon. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna do that, I need to do it fast. But like, do I actually want to do something for TwitchCon? Do I even want to do storytime shorts? We'll figure it out. I might do occasional shorts on YouTube side, but the goal will always be to like not spread. I don't want to spread anything. I think the goal is always going to be just try to get a bit more people on the Twitch side and really develop our Twitch presence. That's pretty much going to be our goal. My goal, hold on a second. I want my brain cell
High
back.
power mode activated. Process complete.
Thank you.
Were cuter as a Roomba.
Brain cell, you shut the hell up. I will find you. I will change your voice lines. Don't make me do it. Yeah, my goal is definitely, like, at the very least, I am being asked by a couple friends to go to Offkai. I might go to Offkai next year. Because that was just announced also while I was over in San Diego. Apparently that's also going to be in San Diego. That'll be interesting. I might go to Offkai. If I do, I'll make some stickers. I'll make more business cards. I'll try to have a bigger presence online. Like I said, I want to get to at least 500 followers and 500 Twitter, X, something like that. That's kind of like a goal, I would say. What is this? Roomba Clip Blazing Savage Kaminos Pan Basket. Amazing. I always forget that Twitch clips have these funny looking things. What is this? This is what I think it is. That's what I think it is. Thank you for doing my work for me, Wampy. I appreciate you immensely. Oh goodness, Twitch is being a bit fatty right now. No, for sure. Twitch, like all the stuff that went down at TwitchCon, well, I don't know if all of it was avoidable. The stuff with Emaru could have been avoided by just letting her security guard back. The stuff with all the presents for the VTuber meet and greets, that could have been easily avoided as well. The stuff with Chibidoki getting her meet and greet cut off and then lying to the fans about, yeah, Chibidoki's done, that could have been prevented. All the stuff with the after parties and issues happening with the after parties, I don't honestly know if like, it's terrible that stuff happens. It's terrible that people are so feely touchy all the damn time. But like, I don't know if Twitch could have actually done anything about those situations, to be perfectly honest. Like, they tried. Whenever I went, like when I was at the block party, there was security guards literally everywhere, but it was also incredibly packed. They can respond quickly, but like, how quickly is enough? I don't know. I feel like anyone could have got to someone in like 5 seconds. That's not enough time. I don't know. Like, Twitch definitely has a lot to say regardless. They said they were beefing up security. They didn't beef up security. If they did beef up security, it wasn't where it needed to be. All the stuff with the VTubers being forced to remove their masks for I don't know whatever reason. That was a weird one. I still don't exactly understand it. I still think I don't know. Twitch has a lot to improve. I like what they're saying in terms of what they're going to do with the platform going forward, but I don't necessarily. We'll see what happens. I like the ideas. We'll see when time comes if we will like the actual result. Because like, we're still dealing with the issue of like missing viewers and everything, right? That's going to be a thing that's going to be dealt with. After party, Twitch party, yeah, like the block party that they did was technically considered an after party. There was a number of people that went off and did other things afterwards, or like something. I don't know. There was a lot of stuff. Apparently there was also a fight that broke out on day one, because two fan bases apparently were at each other's throats. I don't know. There was a lot of stuff going on. some of it can definitely be attributed to Twitch. I think most of it actually could have been attributed to Twitch, but not all of it. RoombaCon orgies? No, thank you. I'm going to keep my Roomba bits to myself, and I'm going to enjoy it. That makes it sound like I enjoy being a loner. I just want to disclose I like having friends. I do not like having, what is it called? Polygamy. Polygamous? Lots of people. Honestly, there were parts of it that were fun. Like, I'm not gonna deny that part. TwitchCon did have some fun bits and bobs, but like, if that feeling of missing out, even being there, even just being there with no one to really like share it with, even I had the feeling of missing out. Like, I had that FOMO. It was me and I was there. You have friends? I do have friends. I just don't talk to them, and maybe I should talk to them. It's been a couple years, I'm sure. I don't know. I feel like me and my friends are all the same. Like, you are a friend. You're definitely a friend. But I don't talk to my friends enough. That's just a fact. Like, even some of my friends are the same exact way, though. Like, there was one friend I had. We didn't talk to each other for, I think, like 5 years. And then I just got a letter in the mail saying like, hey, do you want to be the best man at my wedding? I'm just like, I mean, sure, I guess. And then I was. That was interesting. That was interesting. I didn't regret it at all, but it's just like time is an interesting concept, right? Time is an interesting concept. I lose my time all the time. I am a Roomba. I am not a clock. Maybe I should install a clock on the stream. Not the Roomba Railroad? What is a Roomba? Should I be concerned by what you mean by Roomba Railroad? I feel like I should be concerned. I feel like I should be very concerned. You've been waiting for that letter with that. Listen! Let alone a wedding. I don't even have a significant other. I'm still trying to find friendships here. I'm still trying to find a dog. Well, I'm not really trying to find a dog. Dogs also scare me. Oh, I don't. Are you guys cats or dogs people? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a dog person. I wouldn't say I hate dogs. I would just say I don't like dogs. Just because the fact that the dogs I've had the absolute joy of being involved around. The chat reset itself. It does weird. Whenever I try to combine Twitch and YouTube chats, it does some really funky things from time to time. Don't worry about it. But like all the dogs I've had the pleasure of being around are either like incredibly drooly, like incredibly hyperactive, or they like jump like 6 feet up and bite your nose off. Or they're absolutely definitely afraid of me for unknown reasons. Like, I just haven't had particularly good experiences. Like, I know cats can be kind of like jerks. They can be asses. They can be menaces. I know they are like single-handedly destroying the economy by like the bird economy, by like just destroying all natural species and stuff like that. But like, they kind of keep to themselves. They take care of themselves. They come for attention when they want, but it's not all the time. I don't know. I'm just more of a cat person. The fact that I don't have to pay you attention all the time is quite a redeeming thing. So I barely pay attention to myself. I don't think I could take attention of I don't think I could take care of a pet. I really don't. At least not right now. I require a lot of training for some dog breeds. That is true as well. I've seen there's a lot of different dog breeds, right? I think my family. Well, one side of the family had Chihuahuas. I hated those dang things. One side of the family had, what was it, a Labradoodle? It was like a poodle and a Labradoodle? And a Labrador, there we go. And that thing, I don't know why, it hated me. It was definitely afraid of me. I would be forced to take it on walks, and it would not want to leave the house. For everyone else, it would be barking for joy, wanting to go for a walk. But whenever it was me, it would want to run away. I don't know why. I never did anything to the dog. It's not like I kicked it or something. Pets don't like me. It's fine. You gotta get one of those fur real friends. Is that like something similar to like a rock where you just put like moss on it and you just pet it daily? Pet Roomba. Wouldn't that be Clanky on Clank? I don't know. Can Roombas have, I mean, technically pets, No, technically that does already exist. I don't know if you've seen, but there are Roombas that come in pairs. Some Roombas do the sweeping, and then right like behind it, like a train, it actually is just like a mop Roomba that wipes up the floor, and then it like goes in a circle until the room is not only swept but also spotlessly clean from a mop. Also, give me 1 second. I'm gonna get a piece of candy and turn on a light because I don't like sitting in darkness. Be right back. Okay. I got some candy. A dust bunny would be super cute. Like, that's what I call you guys as chat. I know I don't tell you that, but you guys are dust bunnies. You guys are definitely dust bunnies. If I was to ever make merch, I would definitely make a merch of our Roomba. Like, oh. Would we make a merch? Would we make merch of our Roomba, or would we make merch of dust bunny? I feel like a dust bunny would be a very easy thing to make, like, a tiny plush of. Just don't suck them up. But that's what I do best. All I do is suck. What do you mean don't suck them up? Is he still calling us dust bunnies? What? You want a different name? Give me another suggestion then. I'm calling you dust bunnies, but I don't know. I couldn't think of anything better at the time. I don't call you guys. I just call you guys chat. But like, if someone asks like, hey, would you call your chat? I'm just like, they don't know it, but I call them dust bunnies. Roomba with googly eyes. That would be quite funny and quite more accurate. Its eyes are broken just like mine. Who'da thunketh? Oh man. He's saying you're dusty? No, you've embraced your dusty side. Now you're full-fledged beings. Listen, we all gotta get a little down and dirty from time to time, right? It's nothing unusual. Like, even after you shower, like, you're already attracting all the microbes and like microplastics in the universe to you. It's nothing unusual. Chat is the dustbin. Chat is the dustbin, server dustbin. You guys are dust mice that live in the dustbin. I mean, I like it. I don't think I've ever asked how you guys like it. But yeah. If you guys ever have suggestions for stream, let me know. Either through the Discord, either through an email, either through on stream. If it's on stream, I'll have to write it down because I'm terrible at remembering things. I'll do my best though. Yeah, because like I want to stream for you guys. I want to make sure you guys are having a good time. And I don't necessarily want the stream to be just about me. I want it to be about all of us. And that's what I'm going to be working on for the next couple weeks, I think. Is really trying to figure out good ways to do that. At least we aren't called dust cells. I don't know why. I read that as dusticles. And I read that as dusticles. I'm like, I would never call you guys dusticles. But now I'm kind of considering it. Wait a second. Maybe the dusticles are the ones that we kicked out along the way. Oh, gamer explaining how you're always dirty, need to be cleaned ASMR. Oh, you're quite a dirty boy, aren't you? Let's get you right clean. Nope, that's making me uncomfortable. My own voice is making me uncomfortable. I can't. Like, that's the hardest thing when it comes to ASMR, right? Is I am not a fan of ASMR myself. I don't like ASMR videos. They make me like, I don't want to say it's like cringe up, but they make me like shrivel. They make me like really like try to make myself into a tiny ball. I do not like it. And so I don't know what ASMR is even supposed to. Don't ever call you that again on stream. I'm sorry, it was a mistake. It was a lapse of judgment. Please forgive me. Oh, we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. First things first, I want to figure out why redeem no work. Maybe I can figure that now. We have about half an hour. We have about half an hour until we're going to raid into our friend in their debut stream and play Marvel Rivals with them. If you guys want to stick around, you're more than welcome to. I'm gonna be playing Marvel Rivals, like I said. It's not gonna be pretty. because one, I'm bad when it comes to shooters, but like, maybe they'll yell at me. Maybe I'll enjoy it. Oh! I found out why the redeem wasn't working. Hey, can someone really quickly redeem a hydrate? If anyone's willing on Twitch side. I mean, I could do it myself as well. Hold on a second. I can do this. Where is hydrate? Am I blind? Oh, I am blind. No, I'm not blind. I disabled it because I couldn't figure it out. And here I was about to get mad at you because no one wants to use their channel points and everyone wants to save it up for this big scary. Okay, let's try it. Scary, water. Okay, well, it's in the wrong position, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. You removed it from me? No, I mean, I won't deny you maybe were a large contributor, maybe 99%, but it wasn't you. No, surely, no, listen, we all need a little bit of liquid. Listen, just for you, I'll drink now. Stop saving up for it. I am thinking that we are going to double the point gain at some point as well. I need to figure out how to do that. It was a thought I had where it's like, maybe we'll just double the point gain. It'll be fun. Because like, I want you guys to use the interactions, but I don't necessarily want it to be like anything like unobtainable. That's why I reduced the prices in half. I have to look at it how to increase the actual point gain. Because more interactions are fun. They're great. I need to figure out balancing it though. Because like, I don't necessarily want you guys to have a surplus. I mean, I don't want to get a heart attack from horror games on stream. Maybe you guys will enjoy that. I mean, someone gave birth on stream. Maybe a heart attack wouldn't be something too out of the ordinary. Gonna make you play a scary game? I'm doubling that point reward right now. I'm doubling it. No, I'm not gonna double it. I don't know how to do math. I'll have to pull up a calculator for that one. I'll have to pull up my calculator. It's okay. It's fine. But yeah, expect more redeems in a couple of weeks. More funny things. I will probably let you guys throw stuff at me. Through like the Twitch. I don't want to call it by its acronym anymore because the acronym scares me. But I'll figure something out. If you want to play a pool game, you recommend No More Heroes. Oh, I'll write that one down. What is this? How did I pull up a help panel for text document? Okay, it's fine. I want to... Oh, that was a game. Let's put this up here. Game recommendation is No More Heroes. Maybe with less caps would be great. No More Heroes. There we go. That looks about right. Thank you for the recommendation. We're at the point where I feel like I'm starting to run out of things to talk about. The fact that I've been able to talk for 2 hours, I'm actually quite impressed with myself with. So pat on the back to me. But now what do we talk about? I don't know. Like, how's the weather? You guys enjoying yourself? I don't know. The chat reset itself again. Oh, the dust bunny that uses... Wait. That wasn't there. Yeah. I don't know how to get it to use the... My chat is freaking out. Okay, so for you guys who don't... For you guys, like, I'm using 2 different chat systems right now. The one on screen is Streamlabs. But the one I am looking at is Restream. They are not playing nice. Apparently, they are not playing nice with each other. Okay, I gotta write this down. So what do I got? I got confetti guns. I'm gonna put this as a game. I got confetti guns, more sound effects, dust bunny, TTS, which might just be a graphic, which is honestly fair. If you want to commit war crimes, RimWorld. Oh goodness, I've seen people play RimWorld. I don't know how good I would be at it, because like I'm really bad when it comes to survival crafting games, and Rimworld is definitely up that alley. I know one of our old time friends, I don't remember their channel name anymore. That's unfortunate. I know they used to do a lot of Rimworld with a lot of mods, and it definitely seems, I don't know, it's interesting to say the least. It's definitely interesting to say the least, but I don't think it, we'll see what it is. At the end of the day, I still don't necessarily have an idea what we do for content. Like, I do want to keep playing Teamfight Tactics because I think it is kind of one of our mainstay games, at least once a week. We do have the Minecraft series that we're doing. I actually do want to start up a new Minecraft. I think one of the things I want to start doing as well is a Minecraft 1 block. Just by myself, and we'll do it on hard mode. We'll do that until we die. I think that would be fun. I don't think I would live particularly long, but I think it'll be fun for a little bit of content at the very least, right? Because we haven't done Minecraft Craftland in a very, very long time. Partially because SMP, partially because, well, I didn't like playing alone. But if it's a short series, then it'll be fine, probably. I have a lot of ideas. Expect a lot of fun things in the future, I think. I don't know if I'm going to do any more covers, though. I'll do covers if it comes along very easily, but we'll see. Yeah, that's currently on our list of to-do is... Did my bot break? What just happened? Why did I get the message twice? Any anime you're watching? Not really. I used to watch a lot of anime. Nowadays, I'm actually reading more manga than I am watching anime. I think the last anime series I watched was... it wasn't even really an... It was one of the Uma Musume ones. It was the movie, the Whole New World, the one that featured... What was the horse's name? Jungle Pocket? It was something like that. Axolotl, hello, welcome. Good to have you. How are you doing today? You mean you aren't doing a cover of Invisible by Duran Duran? What is Invisible by Duran Duran? It was one of your best sellers? I am not surprised. Like, Uma Musume is incredibly popular. I don't know why it's so I guess it's just so many cute, it's just cute girls. I don't know if people like the game. The game itself is a roguelike, but like, they're just cute. They're just really cute. I can't even say anything because I played Uma Musume a lot myself off stream. Oh, how's your stand do? Hopefully it did pretty well. What is Duran Duran Invisible? Do I need to look this up? Duran Invisible. Why is the first thing I see a fish? Or is that not a fish? We'll play 5 seconds so I don't get copyright struck, and we'll see how it goes. We've changed some of your settings. What do you mean you gotta verify my age? Oh, that's fine. Oh, this is an old song. Oh my god. 4 years. Oh, it's not that old at all. 50 bottles of Elmer's glue? You relabeled with Uma Musume. Oh no. Oh god, that's horrible. I love it. Off to the glue factory with you. Oh, that's too funny. That's too funny. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't remember seeing anything like that when I was going around the stands. No wonder you sold out on day 1 of that stuff. It's awful, but it's like, it's the inside joke. Cause like, when horses are old age, or they go into, they get really bad injuries that need to be like put down. Apparently horse bone, is it horse bones or horse glue? Apparently it's something about it is like a component highly used in glue. Fun fact there by, you know. Did you just stop by your booth? I probably did. I don't remember which booth is yours, to be perfectly honest, but I know I stopped by all of them. Probably multiple times because I don't. I'm socially awkward and I didn't know what to do, so I walked around Artist Alley for like 6 hours. Like on multiple days. I didn't buy anything because I'm poor, but like people did a lot of fun art. I really enjoyed seeing everything everyone did. And I was even talking about it earlier today about how like I'm so proud of like how well a lot of the Artist Alley did. I don't know. Thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you. Like, I don't know how you felt about the Artist Alley, Axolota, but like, I thought the Artist Alley this year was really, I really liked it. It wasn't as many stands as I was expecting, but I thought the general area was really, really nice, where they had like the grass all spread across the ground. They had the stand in the middle. They had all that stuff. I thought it was really, really cool. Did you go to the official Twitch VTuber meetup? I did. I walked around for 30 minutes, couldn't decide if I wanted to try talking to anyone, threw a bunch of business cards, and I booked it out of there. It was so many people. It was crazy. Did you sign a rock? I saw a rock. I saw someone passing around a rock. I did not sign a rock myself, though. I think it was a rock, or was it a skull? I think those were two different people. I think I did see a rock as well. Oh, that was your rock! Ah, missed opportunity. I missed out. How many stages did you manage to get on that rock? Surely got quite a few. You went to AX? I did not go to AX. I don't go to too many cons, but like all the cons I've went to were like, I don't know, artist alleys of the cons I went to were all very, very like condensed. Like there wasn't a lot of walking space. You couldn't really tell where any of the booths are. It almost felt like a maze. The one that was at this, let me see if I can find a picture of the artist alley for this TwitchCon, because it was pretty cool. I did have business cards. I printed out a bunch of them. I made them very blurry by accident, but I needed to get rid of them. So I kind of just, probably, I'm going to assume 90% of them ended up in the trash. And honestly, that's fine. It is what it is. I got a lot of business cards myself, though, from other people, which is quite nice. Your rock was completely covered? Ooh, that's super exciting. TwitchCon Artist Alley 2025. Surely one of the IRL streamers have just a significant, like, I don't know. There was a lot of IRL streamers literally everywhere. They didn't cause me too much grief, but I know they caused a lot of people a lot of grief. Is there really no pictures of Artist Alley? Surely there is somewhere. There's gotta be. I don't see any pictures of the Artist Alley. What? Well, I tried. I tried. It just makes the value of the others go up. That is fact. It might be the rarest business card of all VTubers out there, because I only managed to hand out 3 of them. I'm pretty sure, and the rest likely ended up in the trash because I only handed them up as they were clearing out all the tables. Oh, I need to do better about that. If I'm gonna do that, if I'm gonna run out in a panic, I need to at least put the business cards at the very beginning of the event. I need to be the one with no morals and put the business cards around the tables first. That's how I get attention to myself. Oh, but doesn't that just go against my brand? We're a Roomba. We clean things. Like, we don't want to cause a mess. But if the mess is already existing, then does it really matter? I have a couple months to contemplate that before I decide if I'm going to off-clear or not, to think about it. We have a little bit of time, and that's okay. Honestly, though, I had a good time at TwitchCon. It was fine. Like, at least in my situation was fine. I went in with low expectations. My expectations were met low. So, like, that was fine. It had its issues, as, I mean, everyone was already expecting issues. A lot of the issues were, some of them were worse than others. Just delivering exclusive mail. You know what? You right. Hey, you never know. Maybe we'll get a nice little like sewer rat on our stream one day. Just like, hey, I found your. What is a voice a sewer rat would do? Hey, we found your business card in the sewers of San Diego. Yeah, we want to come see you. Hi, we're looking for a cleaner to clean up the sewer system. Come join us. And then I will be very perplexed, and then I will hope the rats have a lot of money because I could use a lot of money. Oh man, we'll figure it out. But yes, we have about 20 minutes I just realized I haven't even talked about the stream that we're going to raid after this one, who's doing their debut-a-thon. Can I find their Twitch channel within like 10 seconds? Yes, I can. Okay, I have it prepared. Weird Birds cards and bone and set and Cillian Rail. What is Cillian Rail? Should I be concerned what Cillian Rail is? No, it was just cardboard. It was technically the second time I've ever printed business cards, but also the second time I've messed up business cards. Like, do I still have the pictures, or do I have to pull them back up? Like, I had... Yeah, I'll just create a new image, it's fine. Like, this was the business card. Well, this was one of them. This was the front of the business card. I'm gonna be honest. The business card itself took me like, I don't know, 10 minutes to throw together myself. But the QR code, the QR code, I think, took me something like 2 hours to put together. Because I don't know how QR codes work. It was so brutal. I did so much research into like, hey, how does a QR code work? Can I do rounded balls? What if I replace the center? If I use colors, will that affect things? It was bad. It was super bad. And even then I messed up the QR code that it went to Twitch rather than to my link tree. But yes, if you ever see one of these business cards lying in the sewers of San Diego, you might have the rarest piece of paper out there. Because, I don't know, I'll remake a couple of them, at least a little bit, for the next con. If I go to the next con, if I do go to Off-Kai. Like I said, I'm not going to Off-Kai unless I find friends to do stuff with. And I'm definitely the type of friend who's like incredibly clingy. Hey, let's go someplace together. Let's talk stories and like discuss things together. I don't like going off on my own unless it's like, hey, I want to learn something. I'll be back. I'll be back. Rounded balls. I could think about pins. I could think about a Roomba pin. Nah, enamel pins are expensive though. Maybe like I could do like a Roomba, what is it called? Keychain? Keychain! Yeah, those type of things. Yeah, it's always nice when you have someone, because like, if you, the way I see it is like, besides the point of just like sharing what you want to do and like just talking about stuff in downtime, it's also kind of like you have things you want to see, other person has things they want to see. Sometimes you'll compromise and do stuff that each other wants to do, and you'll probably either like, more than likely you'll get something out of the thing your friend wanted to do that you weren't expecting. That is a positive interaction for you. It's a very nice interaction to have. It's very cool. And I do not want to go around for 4 or 5 days alone again, because that was a little bit more on the painful side. Remote controlled Roomba Off-Kai trip? That would be hilarious. Maybe if I'm lucky. Maybe I could like commission Michael Reeves to like build me a Roomba that just skates around the floor with like a small screen on it. As hilarious as that would be broken instantly. Someone would step on it. You and your sister? Yeah, right? Like it's not bad to be like wanting different things. I would say it just adds up and gives you experiences you wouldn't normally have encountered. I think that is a beautiful thing. I think friends are beautiful things to have. Friends are very nice creatures to keep at arm's length. Or arm's length makes it sound like you're trying to keep it at a distance. I meant within arm's reach. There we go. Proper English is a plus. I don't know. I am looking forward to Off-Kai, because Off-Kai, I've never been to an Off-Kai. I barely know what Off-Kai is. I only learned about Off-Kai, I think it was like somewhere between 3 and 5 days after the last one ended. That's the specific convention for VTubers, right? For VTubers by, I don't know if it's by VTubers. What is Off-Kai? I know it's going to be at the end of July. I know it's also back in San Diego, which is... Can we talk about San Diego for a second? Can we talk about San Diego? Beautiful city. But those dang prices! Holy smokes! I'm already struggling to buy like $8 fries, but like $20 for a sandwich? $400 hotel rooms? I'm gonna have to save up a significant amount of money. Or I take out a loan. Or debt. I mean, either or is honestly fine. Number one reason to grow our Twitch channel so we can afford Offkai. Honestly, I'm down for that. If we happen to earn like $100 from Twitch somehow in the next like 8 months, spend all of it towards Offkai, maybe meet some people along the way. I think that'd be cool. Offkai. What is Offkai? Is there a description for Offkai? Offkai. Registration. It actually doesn't, the website doesn't actually say what Offkai is, but, oh, event pit, No, I have no idea. It's okay. I know it's a VTuber convention. That's about all I know. It's probably the same as every other convention, if we're being honest, right? Where they all have a theming, they all have an artist alley, they all have various panels and meet and greets. I'm assuming that's not going to change, because that's pretty much every single convention that and maybe they'll have board games. I don't know. Board games are a thing that I've, I think, been growing in popularity the past couple of years. I still don't know how I feel about board games and card games both, because I don't have friends to play either with. But like, I don't know, they're kind of a fun thing. All right, I think I am out of things to talk for at the moment, things to talk about. We will continue. We'll have some sort of a stream on Thursday. I don't know what we're going to do on Thursday. We're gonna have some sort of a stream on Thursday. It'll either be a collab stream of Repo, or it'll be maybe Teamfight Tactics. We haven't done it in a hot minute. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I have to figure out what game we're playing. Because I can't do spooky games for the life of me. Anything too spooky and I won't be able to sleep. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead, for anyone who's still on the Twitch side, we're gonna raid into XX Jaded Sapphire. XX. They're doing their debut-a-thon. We're gonna be playing Marvel Rivals with them. So if you're interested in seeing me utterly fail at Marvel Rivals, head on, stay on for the raid. We'll join them somehow. We'll join them in 15 minutes. Was like kind of another like little bit of like water or something to soften up my throat, and then it'll be a fun time. But actually, let me start the raid now before I forget again. Slash, I can't do this from my chat window. I think I remember that being an issue last time I tried it. All right, there we go. Raid has begun. But yeah, if you're able to, go ahead and say hi. Thank them for the debut-a-thon. Go ahead and congratulate them on their debut. I've been talking too long because now I'm biting myself. You get the gist. Say hi, congratulate them. I'll be joining them in a couple minutes. So have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye. Doodles.